It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Hey guys, it's Riley back in the bang video. Story time about how my best friend at the time snuck out of my house to meet up with my ex.
Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Okay, a little bit of background information. Me and this girl met in around March. This situation happened April, a year later. So like at this point our friendship was like kind of lengthy, but not really. Okay, whatever. And okay, so she was a new student at my school. We're gonna call her Ego. And I was like very, very friendly. I was known for like talking to a lot of new people, making new friends. So when Ego came to my school and she was in my class and had most of my classes together, naturally we just became friends. So me and this girl clicked just like that. And I'm like a pretty likable person, so it was easy for us to get really close. And within like 2 weeks of her going to my school, I literally got her talking stage just like that. And it was my boyfriend at the time's, like one of his good friends. So it was like a perfect two-man. Like this is like the two-men before like real two-men. Like we had a little school two-men. It was just so cute. But that bitch messed it up. Okay, so fast forward about a year later, in this time, me and this girl had sleepovers, football games together, go to get air together, went to functions together, grew up together. Like, you know, like we have actual friendship. And then for a little bit, we didn't talk as much because her and this other girl started getting really close. And it kind of seemed like that was like more her type of friend. So I was like, okay with it. Eventually, we had a class together again the next year later, and we started to get our friendship back. So obviously, I'm like, okay, bet, like, I miss you, you miss me, like, whatever, let's have a sleepover. So boom, she comes over to my house, we have a sleepover, we're hosting like, oh, like your favorite duo is back reunited, because everybody knew that we used to be like really, really close friends. Everything's cool, everything's fine. It comes around like, let's say like 8 or 9 o'clock, and it's getting kind of dark outside. Me and her decide we want to sneak out of the house, but like just go outside, walk around the neighborhood. So me and her are just walking around the neighborhood. At this time, it's pretty cold outside, so like we didn't stay out there too long. I think we like went to the park that's like up the street, but like we quickly came back home. Okay, so if you remember the boyfriend from like a year earlier, obviously this is middle school, so like in that time, not a boyfriend anymore, more of like an ex, more of like a op, whatever you want to call it. And he lived like in the same neighborhood as me, but like the whole other side of the neighborhood, if you will, so like close, but like not really close. Anyways, so me and Echo had came back home from being outside and thinking we were so turned in the darkness, in the cold, with no jackets on. Sorry, but like, after all that, we came back home and she's like, oh, look, I think we should go to the gas station. Like, we should really go to the gas station. I was like, hey, I wish you would have had this idea when we were already outside and now we're back inside. So I'm like, all right, let's go to the gas station. So I had 2 gas stations by my house, driving distance by my house. There was one that's like down this hill right there, like 8-minute walk, not that bad. There's another one that's probably like a 4-minute drive, but like way longer walk. And it's like this way up the hill around the corner in the neighborhoods. It's like far. And she's like, yes, let's go to the gas station. Let's go to the gas station. And I'm like, I go, 1, it's getting late. 2, it's cold outside. 3, why do you want to go to that gas station? It's the whole other side of my neighborhood. And she's like, oh, like maybe I can just go. Maybe I can just go. I'm like, not a good idea. We also were both good friends with these twins that kind of lived in my neighborhood. So she's like, oh, how about we go to twin number 1 and twin number 2's house? Like, let's go see them. Let's go see them. And I'm like, I wish you would have had these ideas like way early on, because why do you want to do all this stuff now? All of a sudden, we just got back in the house more. Like, so she just like keeps saying like, please, like, let's go to them. Like, let's have fun. Let's be with twin number 1, twin number 2. I'm like, why? And then when she realized I'm really not trying to go, she's like, okay, like, let me just go by myself. Like, let me just go by myself. Like, she didn't know my neighborhood enough to, like, walk around my streets by herself. Mind you, at this time, I'm a little scaredy, so us walking around my neighborhood singing out, that's cool. But, like, I'm not with the whole really making moves. Like, not at this time. I'm still on that lane, you know. So she realized I'm really not going, and she's like, all right, like, it's fine, I'll go myself. I'm like, you, Echo, you better stay your butt in my house. Like, if you really leave me, I'm really cussing you on the phone. So, boom, I'm on the phone with this other boy. We on the phone with my friend here. She on the phone with somebody. You know, like, we mix and mingle. We on Omegle, you know, doing fun sleepover stuff. She get over to the gas station twins house thing, you know. So I'm like, all right, cool. We finna go to sleep, you know. So I'm on the phone with this boy. I fall asleep on the phone with this boy. I wake up. Echo's gone. So not only is Echo gone, but at this point it's like 3 or 4 a.m. Mind you, this is like a school night, but like we didn't have school that Monday, so my parents are getting up from work. My parents get up at like 5 a.m. So immediately when I wake up and I realize Echo's gone, I start blowing up her phone. I'm like, where are you at? Mind you, Echo has a broken ass phone, bro. So not only is she D&D warrior, already take too long to respond, her phone like half works. So I'm like, I don't even know if she really getting these messages, bro. So I'm quick thinking, I'm like, bro, wait, what if my mom wakes up, come downstairs right now? Where am I gonna say she's at? So first of all, if she come downstairs right now, I'm gonna be like, I don't know where she went, she just left, because that was really the truth. But I also thought, I was like, okay, let me go close my basement bathroom so it looks like if they don't see her in here with me, she in the bathroom. You feel me? So some time passed, I'm blowing up my friend's phone, and I'm on the phone with this boy. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do. Like, Echo just left. He thinks shit a joke. This shit's not funny. I'm blowing up her phone. She finally answering, and then she texts him playing like she's scared. She like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, yo's on. She acting like she crying. She's like, bro, I'm crying. It's cold. I'm trying to get back to your house. We want to go to the fucking gas station. That bad bitch. I should have been knew something was up. But then at this point, it's like 5 a.m. I'm hearing my parents flushing the toilets, you know, getting up. I'm like, shit, bro. Fuck, like, my ass is grassy. So she texts me, she like, I'm almost there. I'm in your neighborhood, sending me snaps. I could see the houses that she's at. And I'm like, that's close if we in a car, maybe on a fucking bike. But if you on your 2 legs, she's far as hell. So I'm getting scared. I'm like, bro, like, I'm really cooked. I really let this girl, like, sneak out of my house. And my ass is grass. My ass is grass. Alright, so then, boom, boom, boom. I hear my mom come downstairs. Oh, shit. My ass is grass. To go take my sister to work. And she realizes that our garage door is open. Really, like, the garage door is open. That's the door. I go left. You feel me? So I'm panicking. She's like, where's your friend? I was like, she's in the bathroom. Remember, my smart ass closed that bathroom door. But she's like scared. My mom thinks somebody like trying to break in our house. And I was like, no, me and I didn't mean to say her name. Oh, me and Ego, like, we left the door open yesterday when we went outside. Because my mom knew we went outside. I felt like we was sneaking out, but she knew. It was just dark, so I felt like a baddie. Okay, sorry. So then, my mama leave to take my sister to work. So my sister's work is pretty close. And it's also in the same direction that my friend was coming from. So I'm texting my friend, like, my mom just left to get my sister to go to work. You better hope she don't see your ass walking in the street. So now my friend, like, people's fucking backyards trying to get to my house, making shit 10 times worse with her broken ass fucking phone. Like, I'm a pretty good kid. Like, this time I don't get into much trouble. So this was just really, like, out of my, like, branding. So Echo texts me, I'm here. I'm walking into my garage to get her out of, like, the back door. The garage door open. The garage door, like, the door for the cars pull in. My mom pull up. So she come into the garage. She see me letting the girl back in. She like, why y'all outside? It's 6 a.m. I was like, oh, you know, we was just playing hide and seek. Anyways, but I'm like, you know, we was just playing hide and seek. And then, she's like, oh, ha, you guys the only people I know play hide and seek 6 a.m. in the morning. And we're like, yeah. So then me and her go back into my room. She crying in my arms and she like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I shouldn't have went. This bitch ain't come back with no snacks. How the fuck you going to the gas station and seeing the twins and you don't even got no fucking snacks for me and I just did all that for your ass? She crying in my arms. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me spend another extra day. Let me make it up to you. So my dumb ass, I'm letting her cry in my arms. It's okay. Don't do it ever again. It's okay. We ended up making Starbucks at home. Act like shit sweet. Alright, so then fast forward a couple months later. Me and this girl had ended up getting into it. We had gotten into it, something completely different, completely unrelated. The girl that, like, she used to be good friends with was telling me, she was like, yeah, you remember that one time when Echo was over your house and she left your house and said she was going to the twins' house and getting something from the gas station? Yeah, she was actually at you know, your ex's house, and that's why it took her so long, and that's really where she was at, because, you know, he lives in her neighborhood, and he really wanted to see her. So I had confronted the boy. He claimed it didn't happen, and when I said something to the Ego, she was like, oh, that was a few months ago. Why are you bringing that up now? And then a couple weeks later, they started dating, so... And apparently, like, a lot of people knew about it. Like, I remember I was, like, telling this girl, I was like, yeah, someone I just found out, like, a couple months ago, she left to my house to go to the so-and-so's house, and she was like, oh, yeah, he told me about that. Most people with big-ass mouths knew, and I still didn't find out. Like, I promise you, like, I'm never letting some shit get that far ever again a day in my fucking life. Alright, y'all, that's my story time. Thanks for watching.
Bruh, this just gave me a lot of anxiety having kids, because, you know, they be doing that shit, and I caught my kids sneaking out, and I was just like, her and her friends who can't come back over no more. Obviously, for obvious reasons. But, you know, I used to just see my gate open. I'm like, well, who left my gate open? Who moved my trash cans? And I'm just like, And so, and mind you, there was no window screen on my daughter's room. So when this stuff kept happening, and this is what gave it away. It was my daughter had she had some Yeezy slides. One of them had mud all over them, and I said, "Why your slide got all this mud on it?" She said, "Oh, grandmother must have wore my slippers outside." And I said, "Grandmother wore your slippers outside in the mud. And so I'm thinking like, what? So there's only one place where mud was, and it's where in the dog run where my dog used to be, because my dog then ran all the grass off of there. They just walk it back and forth and just kill all the grass. So that's the only place where there's mud. And I'm just like, Anyway, so I went to the place where you get screens made. I got a screen made for that room, and well, all the screens, because mind you, the house was old, so all the screens have been broken over the years, and so I just went and got all the screens. So once I got all the screens, all the sneaking in and out the window, that was out the window. That was done. But eventually, it all comes out when you doing stuff like that. It all comes out, man. So that's why it just give me like, well, I got cameras everywhere now. So you go out the window, any window around this house, you go out the garage. I'm gonna see it, But we used to sneak out when we was kids, and I had two older sisters, and so they used to go to like the teen clubs and stuff, and I'd be like, if y'all sneaking out, y'all taking me, or we'll go places that we ain't supposed to go. And my older sister, she had her driver license, and I'd be like, if I knew they going out, I'm like, y'all taking me, cause I'm going. But here I come. All right. I'm like, y'all taking me because I'm going. And shoot, they'll catch. Uh, we'll sneak out, and goddamn, the car didn't have no muffler on it that we used to drive. It didn't have no muffler on it, so we just roll it down, let it roll down the hill, and then drive down the hill. Well, without starting it, just drive it down the hill because it'll still roll downhill. Our driveway was on the hill, and then it'll roll downhill, and then we'll start it down the street. And then on our way back, my sister used to just gun it and put it in neutral and gun it, and then it'll shut it off, and it'll still roll up the hill and park it. The car was raggedy. It would do shit like that. Like you could turn it off and it'll still be rolling. But then one time we snuck out. Yeah, we snuck out the window and came back in, and my dad was sitting right there with the belt. It was on after that. Y'all know how it goes. Everyday people, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.
Everyday people.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.